What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another installment of our Madden 23 San Antonio Express expansion draft only franchise. As we get ready to kick off year number 3, we are now at an 80 overall as a team. Let's take a look a little bit deeper into the players as we have starred ever better on offense at every position except for one. And honestly, I would like Jay Owens a lot. Those are a lot of really good ratings, with the elite speed as well. He's just normal dev, which just sucks. Otherwise, I feel like we'd have maybe every position except for quarterback filled. But speaking of quarterback, I want to take a look here at Devin Hamilton. Something I noticed between the off season and this episode is the regression that came to Devin Hamilton last year, including -2 throw power. That's rough and just basically further cements our need to move on from him after this year. However, Peyton still wants us to be a playoff team. I don't know if that's a playoff caliber quarterback, but certainly something we can try and accomplish. Defensively, still have two normals in our lineup in D'Angelo Bramble and Kenny Pamphile, but with the addition of Delvin Walls at safety, Morris Morgan at corner, and Jaron Lacey at defensive tackle, we really filled a lot of our egregious holes that had been existing in the first couple of years. I don't know if we'll be a good defense this year, but we at least, I think, set the foundation to be a good defense in the future. Peyton set the expectation that he wants us to be a playoff caliber team this year, so that will be our season goal. Just looking at playoffs, I think are still going to be tough despite us going 7-10 last year. Just look at how much, say, the Patriots are better than us, and I wouldn't say the Patriots are some great team by any means. For this game, we will defend the inside run against Harris, and then offensively, let's throw a medium. I think I like that suggestion. These are our 6 focus player spots for the year. Let's go out and what do we do here in week 1 for our goal? Not like 5 rushing touchdowns. That's ridiculous. Let's just do 2 passing touchdowns. Hope to see some progression from Devin Hamilton, not the regression that we kind of saw last year. His stats were actually very similar to his rookie year. It just felt like he regressed last year. Ends up getting the regression, so he did get worse going into this year. I think he was a 71 to start last year, and he's a 71 to start this year. Did not get any better. I mean, some ratings are improved, obviously, but some are also decreased as well, seeing some major fatigue reduction for our, what do you call them, our mentors. Let's get into some upgrades here prior to our week 1. We're actually going to simulate week 1. I know it's kind of weird to simulate your season debut, but week 2 is Philly, and I kind of want to play my favorite team in the Eagles. Not going to match up against them very often, and so when we do, maybe not every time we do, it turns out we do match up against them more often than I thought, but cross conference, it's my favorite team. That's going to be the team that we watch this year. Continuing here with the upgrades, Jaron Lacey is next. What to do with him? He's good at finesse rushing, but he's not really good at either power or block shed. So let's get some block shed on him. And these guys are under 70. I think we're at the point of our franchise where if you're under 70 overall, we can just automatically upgrade you. And that will have us ready here for week 1. But first, we do have to say, how are we going to win against the Patriots? I honestly don't know if we will, but I would say we're still better offensively than we are defensively, even though the overalls are similar. We have to run in simulation. We did not run a lot in simulation, and I think that's a big reason why we lost a lot in simulation last year. So Got to get that run game going. I did update sliders a little bit going into this year. I did make run blocking worse. And a couple other things as well. I made it a little bit harder, so we have to improve our record to a playoff team, or at least that's the goal for the year, while also making it a little bit harder to do so with the sliders. Nothing egregious, that's just updated things like 2 this way, 2 that way, something like that. So I don't think it should impact gameplay all that much, but it should at least a little bit. As we see this team take the field for the first time this year, starting this season in front of our home fans. If I wasn't an Eagles fan, we would definitely be playing this game and simulating the Eagles game, but I am an Eagles fan, so. The Patriots get on the board first. Looks like there's some interceptions happening here. Not great. We do tie the game. Going into the half, New England takes the lead. Another interception. Okay. And we're going to lose this game 16-13. It looks like interceptions were going to be a big reason why. I guess we'll check out the stats here in a moment. But it looked like we had a couple of drives going that ended in interceptions. And in a 3-point game, that's definitely killer. As Hamilton and Mac Jones dap up after the game. It's going to be 3 interceptions on the first game of the season for Devin Hamilton. That's not good at all. Von Simmons also had an awful game. Oh, geez, man. This offense, 89 yards for Hazleton and then a touchdown for Lewis March. Not bad. But this offense and simulation just still isn't quite there yet. We tend to have good offensive games. Want to be jumping and play, but you know, the 80 overall offense just isn't quite good enough to win a lot of these simulation games, unfortunately. Where did we go last year in simulation? Was it 1-7 or was it 2-6? I honestly can't remember, but we were awful in simulation, and then we were just better in the games that we played. Honestly, imagine he'll might be like that for the first little while for this year, but our defense only allowing 16 points despite all the turnovers is honestly pretty good. We have the points to just reveal somebody's dev trait. I think I want to do Delvin Walls, just his high hit power. I think maybe gives him the best chance of being above star. I think everybody that we got kind of gives me star dev vibes if we're being honest. But if I had to guess one would be higher, it would be Walls. Let's see if that's the case. And it is not. So Walls is just star. I would not be surprised if we're 4 for 4 star dev players this year. Would be our first year without getting a player with abilities in the draft. But we also just didn't have quite the draft capital we did have in the 2 years. So I'm not surprised that, you know, we don't have, you know, all the high-end players. And it looks like Ryan Tannehill is starting at quarterback. Come on. That's bad. Normally I wouldn't care, but, you know, be my favorite team. I do not want to see the next quarterback after Jalen Hurts being Ryan Tannehill. That's literally a downgrade in both skill and age. Sorry if there's any Titans fans here that are offended by that. We got a broken finger here for Carr. He is a depth defensive tackle, so nothing too big there. And then all good with the health on offense. So we shouldn't have anyone out for this game in Philly. And let's do some upgrades prior to this game, starting off with Quincy Boston. Need to get a little bit better in zone coverage for him. Plus 2 zone coverage is getting him a little bit better there. 85 man, 77 zone now for our CB1. Quincy Boston going into year 3 is the same age as Morris Morgan, which is why I don't love drafting 23-year-old players. Quincy Boston has already had so much development, yet he's the same age as the guy we just drafted. But that was just the way the draft shook out last time. Let's get into this game in week 2 in Philadelphia. Lincoln Financial Field. Pretty raucous fan base as we see. I decided to go with the all-black unis here for Philly in this one. I tried to go our orange unis as well. It looks like that didn't quite take though, so that's unfortunate. Wanted the all-black versus the all-orange. Didn't get my wishes that time around. That's fine. Just be wearing our typical away uniforms. Yeah, that just doesn't look right. Ryan Tannehill and Eagles colors. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that graphic before. Must have been a recent Madden update that changed a little bit of the pre-game graphics. Everything else that I've seen has been stuff we've seen before. Yeah, that first game by Devin Hamilton. We have to improve that touchdown to interception ratio. If we do that again, I imagine we'll be 0-2. I think the way our offense is run, though, doesn't really leave Hamilton the room to have games like that too much. I can certainly still throw 3 interceptions. I don't want to challenge myself to that. I could certainly accomplish it. But we just don't put too much on his plate here in this offense, or at least we try not to. When we're running the ball well, our offense works well. If it's not, and we have to start forcing things with Hamilton, that's when our offense gets a little bit more dangerous. Start here defensively though, and Ryan Tannehill's going deep to start this drive, and it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended receiver. Of course, the Eagles have a really good receiving core. They still have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, and then they just have Chase Claypool as wide receiver 3. And I was like caught doing moves that I tried to do like 2 seconds earlier. Should have just been running straight at the quarterback, I know that. 3rd and 1 coming up. And that's complete to A.J. Brown, able to fight through the contact of Morris Morgan and hold on to the ball. Definitely a very strong player that can finish plays through contact consistently. And that's a nice play by Michael Franklin to tackle Miles Sanders in the backfield. Good run stop by him. I'd like to see some continued progression from him. Maybe even a dev up to superstar. That would be pretty sick. He's been a really solid linebacker for us. You know, those off-ball linebackers have been a position that's been solid for us throughout the series. It's been a source of comfort, knowing that at least when they're both healthy, that I have 2 linebackers that I'm at least confident won't totally screw things up. And Ryan Tannehill's got plenty of room, but he's gonna slide down short of the first down. 4th and 3 coming up, likely a punt here from Philadelphia to start out their day. I was a little bit late to press R3 there. Almost gave up a first down. But Michael Franklin's like 92 speed. Luckily, like I would have loved to have returned that punt. I don't know why Madden moves your players up for you. Why should they decide when I build a punt and when I don't? It just makes no sense to me. I should be the one to decide when I build a punt and when I let it go. And that's not going anywhere. Unfortunately, our playbook is significantly diminished. Like, even though we see the blitz, we still probably just got to run here. I don't trust Devin Hamilton to not screw it up. chance, hopefully create some sort of room for our punter. Bring everyone up the line. Yeah, we can't get anything. Like, I honestly only changed the run blocking by 2, and we all of a sudden get 3 rushes for -1 yards. Decent punt though. Jeez, that was awful run blocking. I got hit behind the line of scrimmage on all three of those runs. Nice run stop there by our team. Miles Sanders having similar success in the run, to be fair. Gets back to even for rush yards on the game, does Miles Sanders. 3rd and 9. We can get a defensive stop immediately. That would be awesome. That's what we're hoping for here. And we're going to allow the first down. You got to go up and make that tackle. First and 10 now for Philly. And Michael Franklin with the free rush, able to get it out to Sanders, but Delvin Walls able to make the tackle. Doing a little jig there after the TFL. I think with the additions we've made on defense, I'll be comfortable running a little bit more man coverage this year than I typically do. That was a nice adjustment by me to bring down Devin Wells so he could make that tackle in the run game. Third and 10 coming up. Tannehill has all day, checks down, and this time we do not allow the underneath pass to get the first down. It was close though, 4th and 1. They might go for it. They will not. They'll just take the 3 points at this point. Jake Elliott no longer the kicker in Philly. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this game. It's all right. See if this offense can come out and improve on our first drive. We should. We had 3 carries for -1 yards. We can't do better than that, so we're going to come out and run again. Hopefully actually gain something this time. And oh my goodness! Like honestly, I changed the run blocking by like 2, maybe 4 at the most. And this is the difference we see? Holy! Lewis Smart will get the catch for 4 yards here, maybe 5. Like all of a sudden, I get difference in 4 in a run block slider. Goes from averaging 6 yards a carry to can't even get a yard. That was a bad throw. Bad read by me. The Eagles had just so many players there in the middle of the field. Ugh. Maybe should have looked down the field there. So many players in the middle. Somebody's bound to be open elsewhere, and that's a drop by Dallas Goedert. And of course, Lewis Smart gets injured too on the play. Oh my goodness. It's not a serious one though. Ryan Tannehill has all day, throws out of the back of the end zone. 3rd ball coming up. Can we force another field goal attempt? I'm going to try to bring 6 here. Make Tannehill make a quick decision before somebody can get in the end zone, and A.J. Brown just wins immediately. The tough first matchup of his career for North Morgan. I guess it's not this game too, but first of the games that we played. And Philly takes a 10-0 lead. Not a great start for our offense. I don't know why we can't get any push. I mean, yeah, the Eagles' defensive line is good, but holy smokes, man. going to be able to get positive yards. Ain't no defensive line in the league holding you to negative yards per rush, man. Finally able to get some yards here for Simmons. He gets the first down and more. Finally a good run for the boys. And gonna stick with it here. Luis Sanchez isn't quite as fast or as good of a run blocker as Lewis Smart, but he might still be able to get something. No, we can't. Man, what is up with this? This is like actually insane. Luis Sanchez is wide open. Can we get it to him? Yes, we can on the corner route. He gets down to the 30-yard line of Philadelphia. Let's see if we can't block any better for Donovan Holmes here. Not much better, honestly. It's kind of good though. I feel like I want the run game to be a little bit more of a challenge this year than it was last. But I don't know. If it keeps going like this, like the Eagles have a really good defensive line, so hard to use that as the barometer on whether or not our run game is going to work, but still, it has been very tough thus far. Let's see if we can't get something in play action here. And that's a poor accuracy pass from Hamilton. I mean, it was our tight end 3, so I don't know if he's going to win that one-on-one matchup. But decided to at least give it a try. Can't get the accurate pass. And that's going to be Rambo, and he's open in the end zone. Touchdown, San Antonio. We draw this game close. Nice touch pass there by Hamilton, leading him right to the end zone for the first touchdown of season 3 that we are a part of. Now 7-10. Philadelphia still has the lead, of course. Not a great start by us. But we're clawed back here. I don't even feel like our defense has really played bad. It's just, you know, letting off an interception so deep in your territory is typically going to result in points being scored by the opposition. And, oh man, Ryan Tannehill definitely fooled me on that. I was going for the running back. And I forgot that this is the Eagles playbook. Even though it's Ryan Tannehill, they're still going to have, you know, the Jalen Hurts package in here, probably. Nick Sirianni is still the head coach. Nice rush there by Miles Sanders. Gets the Eagles a fresh set of downs. And that's going to be a broken tackle. Miles Sanders gets 3 after a nice stiff arm. Man, I don't like seeing a tackle wearing 62. A, because 62 is not a great tackle number, and B, because that's Jason Kelce, who will easily have his jersey retired by the Eagles once he's done. Easily. As White DeSanzo roughs the passer. Why are you doing that? It's our turn to take over DeSanzo here, and he's going to fly. What was that? Kind of fun. Second and 7, give to Miles Sanders. Going to get a nice first down. Good cut back by him. That was nice blocking by the Eagles offensive line. Seeing if we can't bring some pressure here on this 1st and 10, and that's another read option to Tannehill. This time, I have no idea who 44 is on our team. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wish I did. Who is 44 and why is he playing? We did have a little bit of a weird formation. We don't really bring out any 3-down lineman formations. That was not a great hit stick attempt by me. Oh man. 1st and goal now for Philly. Tannehill has the time and has his man Devontae Smith. He was bringing back out to a 2-score game here in the 2nd quarter. Now 17-7 for the Eagles. That drive was all on the defense, obviously not anything by our offense to put them in a bad situation. Like we had done with our first 2 drives with the, at our own 2 and then the interception. Looks like we might have to be a high-scoring offense to keep up with this Philly team today. Jordan Davis is a beast. Nothing new there. Let's see if we see Luis Sanchez uncovered there. I want to hit him on a quick streak. And we are going to be able to hit him there. And he's going to get past the 45 to the 46-yard line. 1st down, San Antonio. And if you just want to key in on the run and give our slot receivers free releases up the middle, I will not complain, as that's nice blocking and that springs. Ron Simmons can't get past the safety. But there we go. That's what we like to see in the run game. That was a really nice block there by Darius Slayton out there on the edge. And that's underneath to Simmons, gain of 3. Second and 7 now for the offense. And brings Slayton here in motion for the drag. And gonna go to Rambo on the trail route. Brings up 3rd and 1. We should be able to pick this up on the ground. I'm going to try that here, running away from Jordan Davis. He's been a beast in the run game, much like he has been in real life. What is that? I don't know why Brian Pearson decided not to block anyone there, but it's not my favorite decision of his. Gonna try to hit Simmons here, and that's perfect accuracy. How was that perfect accuracy? He literally threw an uncatchable ball. Was it just like that perfect accuracy where the route should have been run and then Ron Simmons just missed it? Why is Eli Shea always injured, man? We even did this. Oh, it's so annoying. That's why you don't draft an F player at the beginning of the 1st round. They're so annoying. People get injured all the time. Going out here with Hamilton. Didn't really like anything we saw there. Just going to bring this to a 7-point game. Kick is good by Welker. Pearson got like sat on his cheeks there. Just got absolutely pushed back. And we will kick deep is what I was trying to say. I said kick deep into the end zone. Let's go. And hopefully we can get a defensive stop here. I feel like we should be able to. Maybe not though. This receiver core is really good. Especially if you include tight end with a guy like Dallas Goedert. Tough to stop even with a quarterback like Ryan Tannehill. I mean, I think if we were good, it'd be not super tough to stop. We're just not quite good yet. Well on our way now. think, with some of the pieces that we've added. But a lot of those pieces still need a lot of development. We're talking like, I'm excited for Jaron Lacey for sure, but he's still a 71 overall player, you know what I mean? Excited for Morris Morgan as a corner too. It's like a 74 overall, you know? Same with Delvin Walls. Like even Wyatt Costanzo, like yeah, he's a big piece to our edge that we drafted last year, and that's gonna be a pressure throw intercepted by Quincy Boston. Can we reverse field? No, we can't. Tried to house that one, and D'Angelo Bramble applied the pressure on the play. Ends up getting injured for his troubles, but he is very much so a big part of the reason that was picked off. From Simmons, we'll get the carry here. If you start this drive, which will bring up the 2-minute warning, we have a chance now to tie this game up prior to that halftime. Why did I say prior to the halftime? It's just prior to halftime. Let's check to a run here. This is very much so a good running box. We just have to get a good double team on Jordan Davis, which we do. Went a little bit too wide of Jordan Davis there and ended up getting caught by the defensive end from behind. Unfortunate. Definitely left some yards on the table on that run. Just with my bad angle. We will do what I say, Sanchez. Oh my goodness. Only took like 6 audibles, but we got him there. Clears the way for Rambo underneath. And that's a first down pickup to the 18-yard line for the Express. Jeez, some of those abilities are so dumb. Like you can't hot route correctly unless you try it 17 times. See if we can't hit Luis Sanchez here. Just tipped by the linebacker. Nice play. Couldn't quite get there. Let's see if we can't get a good inside release here for Hazleton. Maybe he can split these safeties here. No. I'm going to go for it anyway. And that's a nice throw. Eddie Hazleton in the end zone. 18-yard touchdown for the Express. Hazleton does a little jig there to celebrate the touchdown. Some pressure on him, just put it absolutely in the perfect spot. Great throw by Hamilton. He has some terrible plays on his resume, but he also gives us some really nice throws from time to time as well, and I almost missed that, but I didn't. Good thing, almost missing doesn't count any worse than just a perfect hit in football. We just got to keep the Eagles out of the end zone, or I guess any scoring range for the next 56 seconds. See if we can't get one more defensive stop here in this half. And had all day for those slants. Couldn't find anything he like. Ends up scrambling for 6. Second and 4 coming up for Philly. And that's caught. Quincy Boston's ability apparently doesn't give him the required, I don't know, attributes or whatever to force that incompletion. First and 10. Still has his X Factor enabled. That's a pass downfield to A.J. Brown. And that's the kind of thing you're definitely looking to take advantage of. A.J. Brown on our corner 2 is definitely their preferred biggest mismatch. Ryan Tannehill, oh, should have been picked up again. That was a bad pass. Victor Giles just gets a hand on it instead. Definitely should have been a pick. 3rd and 10. Can we get this offense off the field? And yes, Quincy Boston forces the incompletion. 33 seconds, don't know how aggressive I want to be here, maybe not at all. Maybe depending if we can get a big return here on the punts. Nope, we are forced to not return it at all. 26 seconds left. Probably not a great time to be too aggressive. Just gonna hit Luis Sanchez here on a quick route. Didn't get out of bounds there, so that's probably gonna be how this first half ends. Kind of free release there. If we had time, I probably would have put Peyton on a streak and just chucked it, but unfortunately, it can't snap the ball quicker than Madden wants it to. Let's defend the short pass this time around for the second half. Tie ball game. We do get the ball as well. That was part of the reason I wasn't too concerned with making something out of those 26 seconds, just knowing it was our ball again. And, oh, Hayes would have actually blocked somebody there. What could have been just asking our skinny receiver to actually block someone is asking maybe too much. Lewis Smart is back in the game, and we're going to go to him here, but that's well covered. I honestly was only looking at Lewis Smart there. I was just like, hey, he's back. I want to give him the ball. Gonna have tunnel vision there. And gonna go, what is that throw? Tell you one thing, that's not how I wanted to throw that ball. Lucky it wasn't picked off there. Jeez. Unable to get the score here as we start the second half. And coverage there. Our punter's injured. No, what? Punters and kickers and quarterbacks don't get injured in this game. Why would you injure my punter? Why would you do that? Well, there we go. Can't punt for the rest of this game. All touchdowns and turnovers, baby. That's all we got for the rest of this second half. And that's a completion over the middle to Dallas Goedert. No, that's probably a multiple week injury too. I have to sign a rookie punter. Hopefully there's one available. I'm technically not allowed to have non-rookie punter unless I'm using one of my mentor slots on punter. Oh, what a waste that would be. Who would I get rid of? Probably right tackle. Especially because Eli She's injured again. Jeez, why can't the man just not get injured? It is incredible how injury prone he is. Like, he's up to 89 injury. 89 injury is not bad. He just will not go through a whole game without getting injured. It's kind of crazy. Oh my, Deshaun Walton, get out of my way, dude. Out of lane, and I literally got bumped by my lineman. That's the reason that's a 1 yard gain. Back, dude. Underneath now to Rambo. He's had a good game. Cuts upfield, gets some extra yardage. Increased roll for Rambo this year, maybe? Gonna go here, give Lewis Smart a one-on-one shot, he catches it! And he's going down the sideline, I'm gonna die! Oh, probably should have just done some stiff arm animation. We get tackled at the 1. Just short of a touchdown catch by Lewis Smart, but still a massive play nonetheless, and we are now half a yard from victory. We really cannot block this Eagles line. Like, at all. We are awful. We'll go for it again here. The blocking. What are you? Dude, block the guy in front of you. What is going on? The blocking in this game. I pressed the wrong button. You. Look, there's a guy right in front of you. Block him. Why are you going out there? He's right there. Block him. That's a touchdown if you block him. Oh my hell, dude. The game doesn't know how to do blocking. It's so frustrating. We score here on 3rd and goal. Finally, jeez, dude, the blocking is. Might need to split the difference between what we were and what I changed it to. I'm not going to use this game as a barometer. We're still going to give more games of sample size to this new slider set, but geez, the blocking. Holy. 4 rushes, 1 yard. Oh. Might not be quite the efficient year for Kevon Simmons as it was last year. First and 10 now for the Eagles, now trailing for the first time in this game. Give to Sanders, goes for 4 yards. Neither team really able to run too much. Because Sanders is just averaging 3 yards carry himself. What is that? Why is Quincy Boston looking at the ball? That's an interception if he just looks. He has his X Factor activated. What is that? I mean, he had it. He doesn't have it anymore, but he had it for that play. Sanders somersaults forward for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now. Bunch to the left. And that's a nice route by Chase Claypool. Getting open on Caleb Bass. Caleb Bass still isn't good. I'm just glad he's our corner 3 this year. First and 10 now in San Antonio Express territory. That's really good blocking. 8 and 6. Honestly, felt like he could have gotten more there, but nice job by Art to close the gaps. And that's caught by A.J. Brown, short of the 6, so 3rd and 2 coming up. Can we get a big time stop here? Go a long way towards helping us get a week 2 victory, our first on the season. Fourth and 1, the Eagles are going for it. Can we get a stop? They go to the fullback drive and they get it. Quan Bramble was one of the 2. There's 2 like really good looking fullbacks in the season 2 draft. Ended up going with Luis Sanchez to play the tight end fullback hybrid role. Quan Bramble was somebody that was definitely on our board before making that decision. And that's going to be a sack. John Smith throws Ryan Tannehill to the turf. 3rd and 11 coming up for Philadelphia. On 3rd and 11, can we get some pressure? Ryan Tannehill goes underneath, and we get a big hit by Delvin Walls, the enforcer of this defense. You love to see it. The Eagles will kick a field goal to make this a 4-point game, and it is good. So touchdown would give them the lead now rather than just tying it up. But they also give our offense the chance to score again and make it a 2-possession game. Andrews will just take the knee here. Simmons isn't our returner this year. I don't know if that's going to be the case for the entire year. Just wanted to give someone else a shot. Simmons was good. I mean, he started off the year with that touchdown, but after that, I just felt like he was fairly average returner, maybe still slightly above average. And I don't I don't know if that's worth risking injury on him. Who knows? He might be it again by the end of the year, and I didn't need the possession that. That would have been a first down if I didn't possession that. Good game for Luis Sanchez. Of course, Louis Smart was out for the majority of the first half, giving him an increased opportunity. Good blocking there. Come on, Simmons, 19th carry, 73 yards. Not a great average, but still not horrendous either, considering how the game started. 20 for 75. Yeah, you would hope it would be better than that. Rolling out is Hamilton, and he finds Hazelton just for a quick first down. Not trying to do anything too risky or aggressive here. Going to the air once again here on 1st and 10. Maybe had Sanchez over the middle for a minute. Wasn't really looking there. 2nd and 10. Looking for maybe some play action here. Over the middle open is Hazelton, and he comes and snags the ball. First down, San Antonio. Once again, let's put the ball back into the hands of our best offensive player. I don't know. Simmons and Smart are pretty close, honestly. I don't know who's the better between the two. Honestly, I'm just happy to have both of them. Gonna go to Darius Slayton here. Picks up a nice gain. 3rd and 2 coming up now for the offense. A good job taking a lot of the clock on this drive, I think. Let's do this option play here. And gonna go underneath to Hazelton on the option. He catches it. First down, San Antonio. We're able to take some more time off this clock. Run the ball a little bit more. That's some good blocking, and that springs, come on, Simmons, first down. Not able to get into the end zone, though. Gonna go to him again here. Just gonna go right up the middle. There seems not to be very many people there, but I mean, nice job falling forward by Simmons. There's a lot of room, and it closed up very quickly. They're leaving that middle open again, and this time, come on, Simmons is gonna truck through Trevor Merrick and score the touchdown, his 2nd of the day, extending our lead to 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Absolutely shrugs Merrick off. And we are up to 31 points here on the day. Of course, started the game with a 10-0 deficit. Since then, 31-10. Been playing well on both sides of the ball, I believe, for the majority of this game. Let's go. And we have a good chance of walking out of the Lincoln Financial Field with a dub. We just got to finish it off here. Tannehill finds a man there near the first down marker. 2nd and 1 coming up for Philly. Tannehill over the middle's got his man. That's Dallas Goedert, very tough guy to guard, especially Devin Walls, who's not very good in man coverage. You see him stumble there. First and And now Tannehill's gonna maybe get sacked. They will call it a sack. John Smith, his second on the day, filling in for the injured D'Angelo Bramble. Not too many yards lost there on the sack, however. Screen pass to Miles Sanders, and that's good defense. Bringing up a 3rd and long. Tannehill has all day, got her underneath, shakes past one tackler, but it's not going to get past Quincy Boston and Michael Franklin. That brings up 4th down. Of course, the Eagles will go for it. This stop could go a long way towards securing the dub. Can we get it? It's another fullback dive to Quan Bramble. I guess pass there. I didn't think they'd run it on 4th and 2. I didn't think they'd run a fullback dive on 4th and 2. Ends up biting me in the butt. And Sanders unable to get anything there. I'm definitely fine with them running the ball right now.
Here we go.
So hard, like knowing it's not a screen and not just like making sure they can't complete it. But that's a nice play by Timmy Reed. Probably wouldn't have defended it better myself had I used one of those plays. 3rd and 13 coming up. Tannehill retreating, gets sacked. That's John Smith again. 4th and 27. Are you going for this? You have to, but 4th and 27. Got to get some pressure on Tannehill. Oh no. Oh no, that's A.J. Brown. Should have just done 2 deep man coverage. Instead, we give the Eagles a one-on-one shot with A.J. Brown, and of course he makes it.
Here we go.
Because A.J. Brown is really good at football.
Here we go.
First and goal from the 6 for the Eagles, and he's got a man there. That's A.J. Brown once again. The Eagles are not out of this quite yet. Under 2 minutes to play, they really got to hope for the onside recovery here. They'll get that as well. Miles Sanders on the reception. And this is a 3-point game. They're not even going to onside kick it. Okay. They're just very confident that the run defense will not allow a single first down here. I'm confident that we can get one. Got Kevon Simmons with his X Factor activated. And that's going to be a nice start. 4 yards. That's about what you're looking for. And that would be a win for the Eagles defense. 3rd and 6. All right. Need a first down here. What do we go to? Let's run mesh. And we're going to give it to Hazleton, and he has the first down. That should do it for this game. Couple of kneel downs away from the week 2 victory here in Philly. It was quite a good game. I enjoyed it, especially coming out with the dub in the end. Starting the season 3 0-2 would not have been ideal at all. Now that we actually have aspirations to be a winning team this year. I mean, starting 0-2 in the first couple of years, I wouldn't mind at all. You know what I mean? But here in year 3, let's try to get some wins on the board. It will be the last play of this game. Victory formation. Wow, that guy almost got a sack. I don't even know what he was doing. He was just flying. Of course, they're not going to actually punt here, but wanted to see how good of a punter Welker could theoretically be. Looks like he could still get a decent bit down there. But still, if the Vogel injury is multiple weeks, which I think it will be, we are gonna have to look into getting a punter. Don't want Welker to be our kicker and punter. That's just not gonna be great. And I don't even think Madden will let me. You're required to have a punter on your roster before you start the game. So 2 touchdowns and a pick for Hamilton. Not bad. Smart, of course, only had a couple of catches, but if you combine these two, because that was really our tight end one, it had like over 130 yards for our tight end one today. And here are our defensive stats. Solid game, 10 total tackles for Franklin, 3 sacks for John Smith. And of course, Quincy Boston had his pick. And let's get into some upgrades. Tim Vogel, who, yep, Abdominal out 4 weeks. We're going to need to sign a punter. +2 accuracies, solid. Morris Morgan. And I'm going to go slot here. 2-man, 2 press. To 75 on both man and zone coverage right now. Not bad at all. Devin Hamilton, got to give him some strong arm. Maybe he can get that throw power back. He can't. He does get a throw accuracy deep, though, which he desperately needs. It's been really unfortunate, his lack of development. I thought he had potential to be our long-term quarterback. Definitely wasn't counting on it, but just, I mean, he probably regressed between years 1 and 2, as well as 2 and 3. Yeah, Eli Shea, come on, dude. I updated your injury in hopes that we wouldn't see stuff like this. Couldn't even last 1 episode without getting a multi-week injury. That's really annoying. But as we simulate here to week 3, that will be it for episode 1. 1-1 on the season. Got the Texans and Broncos coming up next episode, probably playing the Broncos game, and I will see you then.